Today I had the pleasure of interviewing Mike Dawes after his masterclass here at Jimmy's in Manchester. Mike played some of his tracks and also answered students' questions about life on the road, his compositions, techniques, and the inspiration for his style.
At the age of 17, that was my gateway drug song. It was when I realised acoustic guitar was the thing I wanted to do, and it was a tribute to a great guitar player named Eric Roche. But during the writing process, because it was the first song that I wrote on an acoustic guitar, I came from an electric guitar background. This song ruined my hands. I ended up getting tendonitis in both my hands and couldn't play guitar or do anything for 8 months. No joke, I learned to type on a computer with my toes. Like, not like a creepy monkey with like individual toes, but just like the big toe accuracy situation. And speech recognition technology on MSN Messenger, which was the thing back in the day, and all that stuff. And so I have a love-hate relationship with that song. So because it's so lactic acidy, I usually start with it because it's sort of an FU to the song for crippling me for 8 months. So I always like to start things with that.
How did you think the masterclass went?
It was good, yeah. Lots of questions, interesting questions, which is always good. Nobody asks what strings I use until the very end, which I thought was quite fun. But yeah, really enthusiastic student, eager to learn about all sides of the music industry, not just the weird guitar stuff, so that's always good.
So you've recently been on quite a lengthy tour. Mm-hmm. How does it feel to finally get back home and take a break from that?
Yeah, I was saying earlier, this is the 6th year I've done where I've sort of been on the road for most of the year, like 10 months, and then usually November, December I tend to take off. We're November now, so this time of the year I'm normally like, I just want to be in bed and play PlayStation, see my family and friends, but it's always the same. I always end up going back the next year even harder, so we'll see. I want to try and calm down on touring next year, but we'll see if that happens.
So back a few years ago when you released your debut album and you put these covers on YouTube and you kind of blew up, and you started taking these world tours and making a name for yourself. Was it a difficult transition to a kind of a different sort of life?
Well, it was just as I was coming out of education, really, and it was something that I'd always wanted to do. So it was just ticking a lot of boxes that I already kind of had checkmarked, So it wasn't a hard transition because I didn't really have anything to compare it to. We're dripping gradually backwards. Yeah. Let's move a little bit closer. There we go.
Okay, here's what we'll do.
Yeah, just make it self-aware, dude. Just be like, edit! It after a time, when you're touring for a long time, it starts to affect you socially in the sense that you find that your friends that you feel this connection, like proper friendship with, live in other countries. Because you've met them on the road, and you've met people outside of your hometown, and you realise who the people are you really want to spend time with. And that makes it quite hard to come back home sometimes, because all your mates you went to uni with have all left and they're doing this thing and blah blah blah, and then you're away all the time, so you don't really have a circle. But yeah. Now
you said just then, you don't get as nervous when you're on these kind of big tours, but
yeah.
Do you ever still make the occasional little mistake?
Yes. Yeah, I think that's the charm of humans making music instead of AI making music or EDM guys pressing play on a laptop. Mistakes can be charming, I think. If you should strive to be an entertaining performer above playing a note perfect performance. Yeah. That's not to say play a bad performance. Like, you should aim to play well, but if you make a mistake, you can handle it in 2 different ways. You can either just be super nervous and awkward and make everyone in the room nervous and awkward, or you can either laugh it off or ignore it, or just carry on and just have fun. If you're having fun on stage, the audience will have fun. So that's really important.
Do you still get nervous on stage?
I do, yeah, if I haven't been playing a lot. So usually what happens on tours, this is why tours are so much better than hit and runs, shows that you just go and do one show and come back home. On a tour you rehearse and you might get nervous at the first show, but then every other subsequent show is just very natural. It's just like muscle memory kicks in. But when you go off the road, even for a few weeks, and then you go back for one show, then yeah. Or if you're playing songs that you haven't played for a long time, I get a bit nervous sometimes. Sure. I think it's healthy to be nervous,
If you're not nervous, you have no soul.
And what's next for you?
What's next? Well, I'm taking the holidays off, and then next year I'm going to start at the NAMM show in LA, and then I'm going out to Miami to start to do the Moody Blues cruise, or it's called On the Blue. It's a classic rock festival on a cruise ship. We're doing the Bahamas, Florida, and then I'm going into a tour with Justin Hayward from the Moody Blues through the southern states, of the USA, ending up in Nashville, and then I'm off to Germany to do some more solo shows. But I'm going to try and calm down on the touring, as I said, next year. I say this every year, but I want to release a lot more videos. So subscribe to my YouTube channel /Mike Dawes Official. Link in the description, or there. I want to upload a lot more content because I've only really been uploading like 1 or 2 videos a year at this point, which is really dumb. And right now I want to build more of a home life, buy a place or something. After Brexit, thanks now. Sorry.
Anyway, thank you for the
interview. Pleasure. And thanks for the improvised phone hold, which you guys can't see, but it's very, very cool. Edit!